Should we go for the next?
Yeah, go on. As we were talking about China.
Yeah, I put it up before, but we go again.
All right, with this, so as you know, there's still lockdown still ongoing in China. I think it's been ongoing since the 1st of April. What's weird about this? There's a couple of things that are weird. We'll show you the video last, but I'll just explain what's weird about it first. Is they're in lockdown, but the government have said that it's okay to if you're in your place of work and the workplace is COVID free, then you can stay and live at work and go to work in the factory. So there's this MacBook factory in China where I'm not sure how long people were staying there for. But tension started to rise after the return from the dormitories on the 5th of May. So this was last week. If you want to play that video, Cam.
Yeah, I want to watch this. I sent it today, but I thought you were going to bring this into today. So, can you hear that?
No. Yeah, I can. This is everyone trying to escape the factory because they're sick of literally living in the factory and working in the factory.
Wait, so the people in white are workers in the factory?
White are
they're containing them.
I think they're like the guards.
Guards as such, yeah.
So yeah, this is one guy fighting one of the guys in the lab coat.
This is
You gonna play it again? Yeah, so look at all those people.
This is kind of horrifying.
I'm guessing some of these people are off the factory floor as well in the white. It's the guys in the hazmat suits are the ones. I'm not sure what's happened here. This guy's not in a hazmat suit. He looks like a worker.
Looks like he's trying to stop him though, but this guy just wants to go.
Yeah.
And he goes.
But you can imagine though, imagine just living in the place you work and all you're doing is working, going to sleep, working, going to sleep, working, going to sleep for. If it's been going on since the 1st of April, I feel like if this was happening here, then it would have kicked off.
Yeah, the thing about
the first week,
if it was happening here rather than in China, is we have faith in the other citizens, the rest of our population, to say if we were stuck in a place, we would have faith in people outside of that place to fight and try and get us out.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, if I was stuck at my workplace because it was COVID-free, but you was at home because your workplace had COVID in, you would think all of them groups of people that are at home would fight the cause to get these people out. Whereas in China, I don't know for sure, but I don't really see that happening.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any protests outside the building.
Because they're just shit scared of the government, so they're just managed by fear. Whereas here, it's a little bit more. I feel like the government might know that if something like this was to happen, it would probably backfire badly on them.
Yeah, well, it's sort of backfiring now. I feel like there's only so much people can take, and I think because especially in China, they've been given this freedom, they've been given a lot of them have been taken out of poverty and living a middle class life now.
Yeah.
So they're kind of used to these freedoms. As China's opened up more towards the West, they see more what Western culture's like.
Yeah.
So their way of thinking is a little bit more open-minded than maybe how it used to be 20 years ago. So they're probably less resilient to this kind of stuff. as they would have been in the past.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know. It seems a bit like slavery to me.
Yeah,
What happened?
I've read somewhere that there's more slavery in the world now than there has been ever.
Yeah, I read that. Oh, you might have told me about that.
I don't think I mentioned it. I don't think I mentioned it to anyone because it's a bit of a dodgy.
Or did I listen to it on? Was that on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, it says. So I'll share my screen here. It says that experts have calculated that roughly 1 in 200 people is a slave. Modern slavery. 40.3 million individuals are currently caught in modern slavery. 71% of them being female, and 1 in 4 of them being children.
That's crazy.
I don't know what class,
What's classed as
a slave, basically. Yeah.
Well, I think slavery is like being forced to work without being paid.
Yeah.
But I would say this is on the line of slavery. What's happening in China, and I don't know if Apple have said anything about it, but surely they should be coming out with a comment.
They must be. Well, they're going to be working with media team, the PR team, and everything to try and fix this. Like, they're not just going to come out straight up. They're going to have to be prepared to say something to just try and.
They're constantly in the press about. Well, I remember when I was at college, we used to learn about how the Foxconn factories that make the iPhone, they used to have nets up outside the building because the working conditions were that bad that people just jump out the window and to kill themselves. So they put nets up to stop people from. Like, fucking hell.
Absolutely mental. It says here, this is what modern slavery is. So I'm just going to get it up because modern slavery is defined as the recruitment, movement, harbouring, or receiving of children, women, or men through the use of force, coercion, abuse of vulnerability, deception, or other means for the purpose of exploitation.
So I guess from that definition, it is like these people are vulnerable people. They need the money.
Yeah.
And they're being forced to work, live and work, live in their workplace and work there. Like, it is a form of modern slavery.
Yeah. So there's a difference between classic or traditional slavery than modern slavery, because even in the UK, when they were heavy on the factories, a lot of the workers would live in the factories.
Yeah, like Cadbury's, they had like their own village, Bourneville Village or something it's called.
But the only difference is they weren't forced to stay there at all.
Yeah, if they wanted to leave, they could leave, but
yeah,
I think with what's going on in this factory, they can't leave because they're in lockdown.
Yeah.
So the government are forcing them to stay there, not the company.
Yeah. Yeah, which is completely different, actually. And then that's that's like completely different that's even more fucked up than slavery, in a sense, in tradition.
Yeah, it's like government-backed slavery.
Yeah. So it's not about doing it either for free, basically working for free. It's just being exploited. So even when Apple are known for outsourcing their work for very, very low pay.
Yeah.
So that's a form of slavery, and then you get it says women and children are the highest, statistically highest slaves at the moment.
Children is it's all these like sweatshops and stuff, isn't it?
Nike.
Nike. All these big brands, Nike, Adidas, Primark. That's how we get our clothes so cheap.
Yeah. Look at fucking Boohoo, for example.
Yeah.
That shit is cheap as anything.
I was talking to Emma about fast fashion the other day, and it's not good. Like, people don't need clothes all the time like that.
What do you mean by fast fashion?
Well, fast fashion's like if they see Kim Kardashian wearing a dress, like Boohoo or Misguided or
Oh, and that's why they got Molly May,
Pretty
right?
Little
That
Thing.
pretty little thing.
Yeah, they will. So they see her wearing like a D&G dress. They'll copy that dress, like, and make it as fast as they can, so they can get it to market. So if, say, Kim Kardashian was at some big event, I don't know what events they go to. Met Gala? Did she? Yeah, I think that was recent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she wore a dress there. They would copy that dress and get it out as quick as they can.
Yeah.
So then people who've seen her in that dress will look on a Pretty Little Thing or Misguided or whatever.
Get it cheap.
Buy that dress.
Cheap. Very, very
cheap.
Yeah. It's all feeding this exploitation. It's all mass consumerism's just been fucking marketed to the West.
Yeah.
Expense of these at the expense of exploiting these other countries, but just to feed the big corporations with. As long as we keep buying in the West, they're going to keep making money and they're going to keep exploiting. Even the more money they make, the more power they get, the more they're going to exploit. They're not going to start paying these people.
Yeah, it's not going to stop. Like, it's, I don't know. Even like, take the modern day slavery stuff aside, just the fact like people are buying clothes for the sake of buying clothes. How much resources is that using just for the sake of the dress that the people are going to wear once or twice?
And that's what they do. I know for a fact that Kate does that. She buys a dress. Oh, I can't wear that again. I already wore it.
Yeah, like, it's just.
I've been wearing the same shirt to events for the last 10 years.
Yeah, I think I've had my shirt. Like, I've had one shirt. Can't remember when. It must have been like 21 when I bought it. Still wear it now.
But then it's the same with, we go on holiday every year. I need to buy new clothes for the holiday, whereas I've got my holiday shirts, which I just chuck in my suitcase every time I go. But that's just one person doing it. But everyone, like I would say the majority of people are doing that. That's shitloads of resources and fossil fuels to create the stuff as well. And yeah, I'm here recycling my fucking plastic bottles in the recycling bin.
That's the thing though, like back in the day when people used to make clothes, they'll make good quality clothes. They might be more expensive, but it lasts longer.
Yeah. And it's
Like,
the same, not just with clothes now, it's with what do you call them, like washing machines and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, white goods.
White goods, yeah, or toast and stuff, and just there's so much availability for cheap stuff, but it's just going to break and then you have to buy another one.
Yeah, it's just like throwaway cheap stuff.
Because people don't want to spend the extra money on something really good that's going to last a lot more.
Yeah, it's true. It's and I think we're all guilty of it. Definitely. I wouldn't say I'm like, what's it called? I'm not the best. I do that shit as well.
Yeah.
I try my best. I think a bit like, I try and think about stuff when I'm buying it. Like,
you have it in the back of your mind.
Yeah, like, is this going to last me, or we'll have to buy it again? If I'm going to have to buy it again now, I'll just pay a bit more and get a better one. But then sometimes with certain things, you just buy it and you think, I'll just chuck it away and get a new one.
Yeah. And I guess you can use stuff in the sense that you buy something, you don't want to spend. Say you want to buy something, a tool or something for your house, but you don't know if you actually need it or not. Or well, I wouldn't even say need it if you want it. So you buy a cheap one, see how it is. It's sort of like a demo.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck it, and then it breaks, and you're like, fuck, it was good that I really.
Like these, I go through these like sound.
Oh yeah. So how much were they?
25 quid.
Yeah.
But only because I keep losing them.
Oh, you don't even break them, do you? You just lose them.
I just lose them.
I think mine quite cheap as well. But
what's the point of me buying expensive ones? Because when I first was looking at getting them, I was looking at some Sony ones. They're like 150 quid.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I might just invest in them and then I've got them. But then I thought, actually, I'll just try them out first. I bought some cheaper ones for like 35 quid. Lost them. Bought some other ones for 35 quid. Lost them. Now I'm on my third pair in 2.5 years.
So that's something completely different to what we're talking about because you losing them.
Yeah, it's just me losing them. Maybe if I spend more money on it, I'll take more
Oh
cars.
yeah, that's true. You don't want to risk that though
Yeah, no.
with a bad track record.
So, but yeah, like it's just one of them things as well. Like you always want to upgrade as well.
Mm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you upgrade things, and then what happens to the old thing? Like most of the time, you either just store it somewhere or just dash it, get rid of it.
Yeah, I was reading something on. I'm not going to pull it up, but I'll just explain it. With electronics and stuff, do you know how we have chip shortages and just all sorts of tech problems with materials and resources? Actually, I don't think that's going to help with the China of all the employees just getting off like that. I don't think that's going to help with the delays of Apple products.
Yeah, it's probably going to delay it even more.
But I was reading something saying one of the most unrecycled things, so the thing that's recycled the least, is electronic parts. So if your hard drive breaks, or if you just don't use a hard drive in a laptop, you just bin it and it just goes into the bin. It never even gets.
Yeah,
That should actually, with the amount of electronics households have nowadays, there should be somewhere. Well, there probably is somewhere, but it should be more promoted or more accessible to go and chuck your electronics away somewhere where they can get reused.
well, I was watching something about recycling, and a lot of electronic waste isn't even recycled. Like you think it's being recycled, but they just send it away to a different country.
And then what do they do with it in the other country? They use it.
No, just dump it. Some places set on fire.
Fucking hell. What?
So yeah, have a look into that. It's like there's a Vice documentary I watched, and there's an electrical waste farm, not electrical waste farm, electrical waste like dump, somewhere in Africa. I can't remember where it was, but all the kids were like playing around on it. It's just insane.
What, just like hard drives and keyboards and stuff like that?
Yeah, just crap like that. And then a lot of our stuff used to get sent to China, but China said they don't want it anymore because it's just junk.
Because they're manufacturing their own, they're making a killing off that, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think somewhere else in Southeast Asia are getting a lot of it now, where they're just setting it all on fire.
Hmm. All right. So. Oh yeah.
But it's something that I would probably look into a bit more. It's just I've seen like a couple of things about recycling that haven't filled me with confidence about
what they do with it.
Yeah, what's actually being done with it. Because in your head, you've got rid of it in a environmentally friendly way. But has it really been disposed of properly?
You could, I guess, it's probably not a big money maker in recycling electronics. That's why it doesn't get done. If there was money in it, it would be happening.
Yeah, definitely.
But then I don't even know if there's money in recycling other like bottles and stuff. That's just more of a regulation, isn't it? So the regulation needs to go in place, so then it goes to the government.
Yeah, it is a weird one.